Hi, welcome to Juka's palm oil website, and today I'm going to demonstrate really quickly how to cook a really quick 15-20 minute meal with palm oil. You can use any palm oil, but of course I recommend Juka's palm oil because it's pure and real and natural, organic, and all of the above. So I seasoned the fish a few minutes ago really quickly, and we put the pan on the stove and it's hot. And then we're gonna put the palm oil. I just poured in just now, and half of it, half a cup basically. You don't leave it too long, for a few seconds, because you don't want it to get too hot, because then it might smoke and stuff, and you don't want that. So a few seconds, then we're gonna put this fish that we season, simply season with salt and your seasoning choice, and also with lemon, a half squeeze of lemon. Then you put it in the pan, of course, as I'm demonstrating in the video. So you let it heat up on one side of the fish, and then before you flip it, a few minutes go by, then we flip it. It's fish and it's fillet, so it doesn't require too much cooking, as long as you cook it well as well, of course. Then you flip it on the other side as well. You let it cook for a little bit, about a few minutes as well. And you could tell when the fish is almost done. It doesn't have to be completely cooked this time around, because we're going to add it back in the pan in a minute. So you remove it for now, and yes, you remove it, both of them. And of course now we're going to add the sauce, which we're going to make with onions, chopped onions, chopped scallion, and it's one of each actually, one bunch scallion and one onion. That's garlic. That's about a spoon of garlic, and of course it's up to you, the taste. If you want to use a little bit less, it's up to you, but I love garlic, so I use a lot of garlic for sure. This is spicy, so it's optional, you don't have to put it. It's habanero. If you're African or Jamaican or Islander, you could definitely try that. If not, go easy on it, or you don't have to do it, it's optional. And I put a little bit of ginger, chopped ginger, fresh chopped ginger. It's good for the immune system, so why not? And it has a little bit of kick too. So now we're gonna add a seasoning. It's called Maggi. You could use any kind of seasoning that you really like. It's kind of salty, so go easy on it, since we're gonna also add salt. You can use that, or if you don't have it, you could use soy sauce, but I prefer these Beyonds. Of course, you mix it all up again for a few minutes. Then these are tomato cherries. I cut them in half, and I'm adding them in there as well. And again, the tomato cherry, you can use a regular tomato, but since it's quick, I like to use this one because it will definitely cook quicker than the bigger tomato. And a little bit of salt, up to taste. That looks a bit like a lot, but it's not. But you can decide what you want and then choose that for sure. You stir it all up for a few minutes again. This meal take a total of 20 minutes maximum. I mean, of course, depending on how many people you eat it. I mean, how many people you cooking for. Excuse that mistake. And you let it cook, shimmer, mix it up. You'll see the oil. This is really good palm oil. That's why it's coming up so quickly. I put a little bit of cilantro. It's optional. This one is optional as well. But just a little bit to give it a nice flavor. I like flavor in my food. And this is mushrooms. I just, not so much mushrooms, whatever you choose, but this is a good size. I got this from Trader Joe's. It was in a little box, if you know what I mean. So yeah. And you mix it all up. Don't leave the mushrooms too long. You put the mushrooms at the end, because you don't want to overcook them, because you still want it to be crunchy. So now is the time that we add the fish back, and that's why I was saying earlier, don't cook the fish for too long, because we're gonna add it back, because you want to still have like moisture in your fish, but still cooked well. I use a swai fish. I love swai fish. And now we're gonna add veggies. It's your choice. You could put spinach or kale. Recently, I've been eating a lot of kale. It's healthy. So this time around, I'm gonna add a kale, and we're not gonna add spinach. We're just gonna do kale. But you can use either or a little bit of both. It can't hurt. It'll just be healthier. Yeah, you just add it on the top like that, really quickly. For a few minutes, stir it a little bit because you don't want to mess up with your fish too much. You don't want to mess it up. And you cover it up a little bit, not fully but halfway covered. You don't want too much moist and too much water to get inside the pan. A few minutes go by and I open it, and that's how it looks. It's a yummy meal, it's quick and it's healthy. I served it over wheat couscous. Of course, you can use any choice of grain, white rice or brown rice. This palm oil is so delicious. It brings every flavor of a meal out. Of course, you have to choose your recipes wisely because palm oil doesn't go with every recipe. Feel free to come back for more yummy recipes from us, and go to Amazon to purchase our palm oil, one of the best qualities out there. I don't think you can find anything better, and this is absolutely sure. So come back for more recipes, and you can also check our listings for a store close to you. Cheers.
Yo, yeah, for my love for good day, yeah. Don't my lam